Hey everyone, we're here at Dorney Park for their inaugural Summer Nights Festival. Dorney Park Summer Nights Festival runs Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays through August 18th and is a celebration of both Latin and Caribbean heritage. They have several different shows, 7 different locations where they are serving various Latin and Caribbean inspired foods, and they also have games and some art walls for you to play around on. So we're going to go take a look at everything that they have available and show you what they have, and also please be prepared for me to butcher a lot of Spanish. So let's go take a look. I always love when the park entrance has a giant sign for you to look at when you first enter, and Dorney Park is no different. Here's a look at their photo opportunity with their Summer Night sign. They also have this pillar next to it that shows the concert schedule. And you can see the dates, Friday through Sunday, July 12th through August 18th. So they have Hot Rhythm Nights, 6 showtimes daily. Ruba Mana, 4 showtimes. Wepa Summer Fiesta, 1 showtime only at 9:55, which is, it closes out the day at the park. Steel Pan Jam, 4 showtimes. And Manteca Blue and the Latin Corner, 4 showtimes. And of course, presented by Takis. You can tell Six Flags has taken over this park. Here's the map of where everything is for Summer Nights. It's kind of clustered into one little area. And you can see the key here. The orange stars are the food and drinks, blue stars are merchandise, and pink stars are entertainment. They also have games, colored by number, and face painting. So right as soon as you enter the park, you're faced with the antique carousel. Behind that, you have food areas 1, 2, and 7. Keep going up, there's 3 and 6, as well as some more of the entertainment. And then up by the wave swinger, you have 4 and 5, as well as the other stage. And if you need a digital copy of the event guide because you're curious, here's the QR code for it. Right off the bat, you can see that they've also decorated the carousel for Summer Nights. Since it's the first attraction you come to in the park, it makes sense that they would choose to celebrate Summer Nights on the carousel. As you're entering the park, if you head to the left, their Carousel Horse-topia area that they have out here has received a special makeover for Summer Nights. Gotten some nice pinks and blues. Even though there's nothing on the building to let you know, the funnel cake place at the front of the park has a special funnel cake for Summer Nights. Their funnel cake is the Tres Leches specialty funnel cake. So if you like Tres Leches cake, you can try the funnel cake version. And then if you go to the right upon entering the park, you come to the grilling station that they call the Parrillada, perhaps? Parrillada, I'm not sure. Here they have Vasos de Pinchos, which is a Puerto Rican barbecue chicken skewer with some sides. Here's a look at the main stage on the back side of the carousel, where 3 of the shows are going to be performed today. They have a little Summer Nights merch booth, and you can get a free Summer Nights flamingo if you spend $30 or more at the merch booth. There's a lot of neon colors, things that look good with the black light shining on them, but there's also some Summer Nights exclusive merchandise. Take a look at some of what they have. They have this neon colored Dorney Park shirt, this mug with the frog on it. That frog seems to be a common theme. I'll show you a shirt as well. They have these bubble guns, Dorney Park mugs, and these tree frogs. A white version of the Dorney Park shirt. They also have this freeze-dried chocolate cake sold exclusively at Dorney Park, which is interesting. Here is the design for Dorney Park's Summer Nights t-shirt. And the price of the shirt is $24.99. And then that frog that we mentioned was on the mug. Here it is on this shirt here. That shirt is also a Summer Nights shirt. On the front side of it has the Summer Nights logo. And that shirt is $29.99. It seems to be frogs are a common theme for Summer Nights this year. In between the Cinnabon and the Rita's, they've turned this restaurant into one of their Summer Nights food locations. Right now in the daytime you can get your standard pizza fare, but once the actual Summer Night starts, they have this Alimento sign. Here you can go to Amore, get the Torta Cubana, which is a toasted sandwich filled with roasted pork, ham, Swiss cheese, mustard, and pickles. They also have a Pollo Guisado, braised chicken legs served with gold potatoes, carrots, and olives, and both of them are served with a side of mofongo. It also looks like they put some airbrushed pillars out in the front of the restaurant too. And it looks like this was actually done by hand. If it was, kudos to whoever did this, because this is really well done. Coaster's Drive-In always has classic cars in front of it, but for Summer Nights they've added a bunch of flowers on the hoods. This one on the right, as well as this car on the left. The Clucks and Frank's restaurant, which normally, as the name implies, sells chicken and hot dogs, right now will be selling arepas, which is stuffed corn flatbread filled with braised pork, black beans, cotija cheese, and cilantro lime crema. There's a look at those. They also have some jerk chicken wings, Jamaican jerk seasoned chicken wings served with cilantro lime crema and salsa rosada. And again, each one is served with a side of mofongo. From Amore, we got both the Torta Cubano and the Pollo Guisado. So we'll try both of these and see how they taste. So the chicken is done really well. It's very tender and juicy, but it is just braised chicken. There's really not a whole lot of flavor, no special flavor anyway to the chicken. It's pretty standard flavor. It has a pretty standard flavor profile, but it does taste good. The mofongo that comes with the dish, it also came with Jen's dish as we showed you earlier. We both enjoyed the mofongo. It's got a really sweet flavor. It's mainly composed of plantains if you're not familiar with it. And so it was almost dessert-like. It was really enjoyable. Unfortunately, my dish was supposed to come with a mixture of potatoes, carrots, and olives, and they seem to have left that off of my plate. So basically I just got the mofongo and the chicken legs. So that is a pretty big knock against this dish. I can't even rate the side because I didn't get it. As far as Jen's Cubano is concerned, she said she really enjoyed it a lot. She said it was really flavorful, but she felt that the pork was a little bit greasy. So that was her only complaint about the sandwich. The seating area near the Clucks and Frank's has had their umbrellas replaced with these grass umbrellas, and they've also turned some of the seats into a version of a little Caribbean town. Very, very colorful buildings. It's light blue, neon pink, and orange. Really cool seating areas. Thankfully, currently nobody is at this table, so you can get a good look at the background that's behind these seats. That's some cool detail they put in this. at the moment, the Midway bar has changed its name to La Barra, and Jen got the Mojito de Limonada. We'll look at La Barra in more detail in a minute, but since Jen already has this lemonade, I wanted to show you it's fresh mint, white rum, Sprite, lemon juice, and a fresh lime garnish. And it also comes in this collectible Summer Nights Pilsner glass. So Jen said that she was able to watch them make this drink, and she saw that they poured 1 shot per each of the types of alcohol in here. So there's a decent amount of alcohol that it kind of came through, but it didn't come through as strongly as she was expecting. Also, the mint didn't come through as much as she was expecting for a mojito, so she just said it's okay. It's not bad, but it's not the greatest either. The Midway bar does have this Summer Nights sign in front of it, but there's no menu on the sign. And the Midway bar itself looks pretty much the same except for a little bit of decoration around the top. There's no menu advertising that they have any special drinks here, so I'll have to go back to Jen's phone to take a look at what the rest of their menu is. Alright, so here's the rest of the menu that they have there. They have a colada twist, which is pineapple juice, orange juice, dark rum, cream of coconut, pineapple wedge, and a maraschino cherry. They also have Caribbean Pina Colada, which is pineapple juice, coconut milk, dark rum, lime, and blue curacao on ice. And a Jamaican punch, which is pineapple juice, banana liqueur, spiced rum, blackberry syrup, and a whole bunch of other stuff that goes on and on. There's a lot of ingredients in that one. And they also have your standard cervezas as well. We got Red Stripe, Medalla, and Presidente. Across from the Midway bar, there's this interesting little bamboo light source, wind chime. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but it's kind of a cool design. I wish I understood why it was here, but it's cool looking. At various places scattered around the area, they have these boxes that I think are probably repurposed from Haunt. They look very familiar to boxes we've seen during Haunt over near Steel Force with different designs on them. For now, they have the designs for Summer Nights. One side says Summer Nights with you here and there, and has this view. And then the other 3 sides, well, 2 of the other 3 sides have Spanish that I'm going to butcher. This one is Vamos a Viajar, and it's got a beach. This side is Viaja, Explore y Disfruta. And this beach. And the final side just simply says Caribbean. And yet another beach. Right underneath of the wave swinger, they have 3 carnival style games. The first one is Cesta de Campeones, beanbag toss, which essentially cornhole. Try to get it in the hole there. You can win these squishable animals. The one next to that is Balón Maestro. It's a goblet toss game. For if you get a ball in a clear glass, you want a small, red glass is medium, and blue glass is large. They have these neon hamsters as prizes. And then the third game is a traditional milk can game. You try to get your ball into these milk cans to win one of these prizes. And if you see, each of the 3 games cost $10, but they have a deal where you can play all 3 games for only $25, so you'll save $5 if you try all 3. Also by the wave swinger is this live DJ who's spinning music whenever there isn't a show being performed on the stage. The DJ, as you can see, is on the Buffet de Postres, which is a dessert bar. They have several different desserts to choose from. Here's a quick look at their menu. First of all, they have the Tres Leches cake, then they have the flan tradicional, the arroz con dulce, the empanadas dulces, and the quesitos. As you can probably tell from the lighting, it's significantly later now, but we decided to get the Tres Leches cake here and give it a shot. We both thought this cake was spectacular. There's a lot of cinnamon on top of it, which really comes through strongly. It's a very moist cake. Of course, it's kind of difficult to have a dry Tres Leches cake because there's so many leches in there, but it was still very moist, and we both really enjoyed this cake. We would definitely have it again. Across from the dessert bar is this nice photo op with a bunch of foliage behind the Summer Night sign. They use this for a lot of different events, this area, but they have the big Summer Night sign back here, and they painted the wood pink around it. Much like the last couple of King's Dominion events, Summer Nights here at Dorney Park is doing some paint by number walls. They have a couple of walls here that are in the process of being worked on. I'm assuming they've been replacing these walls because we are too deep into Summer Nights for there not to be one that's close to being done by now. So these are the current progress of them. The interesting thing is that unlike the walls that they have at King's Dominion, this one gives you little squares that you can stick, little colored stickers that you can stick to the board. And here's a look at the color key. They have a dark blue, light blue, a pink, a yellow, a purple, a green, an orange, and a white. And they all have fancy names too. Jen decided on the number 4, the Sunset Yellow, and this is what they give you. You get 12 squares on 2 sheets of paper. There you go. A portion of this is Jen's finished product. There were a few yellow stickers here already before she started, but she did most of this. I can tell by how most of the 4s are positioned in this general area that when this is done, this will end up being a quarter note. Both at the front of the park and in the back near the wave swinger, they have one of these giant chairs where you can sit to have your picture taken. Big Summer Nights logo, bright fluorescent colors, perfectly matches the theme of the Summer Nights. The Summer Nights stage is in the back of the area near the entrance to the Wild Mouse. You can see it's full of a lot of different drums and bongos. It's going to be very percussion heavy, I can tell back here. They have 2 of those shows take place on the Summer Nights stage. And here they are.
Steel Pan Jam. We're here to bring the energy for y'all and also treat y'all to the beautiful sounds of Trinidad and Tobago for the next 15 minutes. So without further ado, let's keep the show on the move.
Next to the Summer Nights stage, they have this cool little Summer Nights photo opportunity for you to stand in front of. On the other side of the Summer Nights stage is the Summer Nights food truck, which they call the Camion de Comida. At the Camion de Comida, they have a couple of special Summer Nights dishes. They have the empanadas de picadillo, flaky and buttery pastry filled with ground beef, bell peppers, raisins, and olives. And also the bacalaitos, crispy fried cod platter, a crispy fried cod fritter, served with sofrito and salsa rosada. And again, side of mofongo. Near the lockers in front of the Wild Mouse coaster, they always have this little soccer game, but in honor of the Latin and Caribbean flavor of the Summer Nights event, they've temporarily changed the name to Desafio de Futbol, and they did a bunch of rainbow colors to match the color scheme of Summer Nights. This costs $10 for 3 balls. Not exactly Summer Nights related, but I happened to notice as I was passing by the lockers, they have this new sign out in front of them. You can skip going to the kiosk to get your locker. You can scan to pay using this QR code. So if there's a line, you can pay for your lockers directly on your phone. That's kind of awesome. I'm glad they started doing this. In front of the Coca-Cola refresh station, they have this little face paint and henna tattoo stand. The face paint and henna tattoo stand doesn't look like it's part of Summer Nights, but I only mention it because it is included on the Summer Nights map. So here's where it's located. Lots of progress has been made on the wall over the course of the night. Here is the look at the wall at the end of the night. You can already see the word Nights forming at the bottom. That's looking real good, and that happened real fast. So that's everything for the inaugural Summer Nights at Dorney Park. We thought that the definite highlight of the show was all the entertainment. As usual, Dorney puts out some good stage shows. We've never been disappointed with the stage shows that they've had here for any event, so we really appreciate everything that they've put together. However, the flip side of that is the Summer Nights stage is located in a spot where it's really inconvenient. It's in a narrow walkway that leads to Hydra, so a lot of people are heading that way. And I really hope that next year for Summer Nights they move it to a different location, because it gets to be very difficult to enjoy shows when people are constantly walking by as you're trying to watch the show right next to the stage. Here's an example of where they could have and maybe should have put the Summer Nights stage. Right here where the camera is currently facing is where the Summer Nights stage is currently located. Now they would have just come a little bit to the right here in front of the Shoot the Chutes. They have this big open area, and you can see how many fewer people are over here compared to where that stage is. The only thing over here is the Thunder Canyon Rapids and the Blood in the Bayou Haunted House, which obviously isn't open right now. So there's really nothing going on over here, not a lot of reason for people to be walking over here. That's a shame they didn't put the stage over here and have people watch. Also, the food was really good. We did enjoy the food that we had. We would have liked to have shown you a little more of the food, but the problem is that unlike most of these kind of events that serve sample sizes, these were full meals that they served here, so the prices were matched that. You know, they had full priced items, so it's a little too pricey to be showing you everything that they had available, but I hope you enjoyed what we did have the opportunity to show you. So after teleporting to a new location, I wanted to mention that, speaking of the food, obviously the missing side dish, while still charging the full price, was a little bit of an issue too. But the bigger issue was that the funnel cake place and the bar didn't really have any indication that they were participating in Summer Nights. Without looking at the website, you wouldn't even know that they were having any food there that has anything to do with the event. So it would be nice if Dorney would put something out in front of them next time that actually shows their menu items that are special, so that people know how much they cost and that they can order them there. And the last little complaint that I had is a minor one, but the fact that it's compact into one area. It seems like the Cedar Fair parks like to do that with their events, keep them all within a smaller area. I kind of would like to see this spread throughout the whole park. It's not really a huge issue, but it would just be something nice to have. I really don't like ending videos listing a whole bunch of negative things, but I'm hoping that these are seen as constructive criticisms, and maybe we'll get lucky and somebody from Dorney Park will overhear some of this and maybe make a couple of changes next year. That'd be great to see. Overall, the festival was a lot of fun. It's just they could make a couple of minor tweaks here and there, and hopefully they will. So we're looking forward to seeing how it's going to be next year. So if you enjoyed the video, we'd appreciate it if you would give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel. Every like and subscribe is a big help to the channel. Also, please be sure to check out our Instagram page that's appearing way above Jen's head there. And then right below that is our Threads handle. And then at the bottom of the screen underneath the Jen is our email address. Please be sure to send us an email. We read all of them. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, constructive criticism, we'd appreciate it. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for watching, but the fun's not over yet. Click the box in front of my face for another fun video, or click my tree to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss another video.